there's an explosion in this community of need. It goes from cradle to grave. Infants, there are women out there making blankets, taking time, volunteering their help just to sew blankets for newborns. Then they grow up a little bit and we have all kinds of help in the daycare centers that we are providing through the volunteer effort. Then we get to school, you have all types of people who are helping the schools, tutors. We have others who are trying to buy shoes for children. We have others who give them glasses. We have others who are raising money for clothes. You'll go down the street and the fireman may stop you for toys, for tops. And then we go on and we have the disabled and those who try to do all they can to help them. And in the midst of all this, never forget the tremendous number of volunteers because of our society in our children's sports programs. Think of all the coaches that give of their time freely to soccer, to Little League, to football, to basketball, to lacrosse. Now, I don't know what the devil lacrosse is, but one of the lawyers in my office actually leaves early to help lacrosse at a neighboring township, and softball. And then there are court services, and the courts are desperately in need of people to help a lot of the juveniles who are in trouble, a lot of people who come to court and need to help to be supported while they have to be a witness. There are health services, which you know all about in all of our hospitals, where people have dedicated lives and volunteers for years and years to help those around us as we age. Then there are also those who need housing. We have people out there volunteering their time all the time to build houses for other people. We're again experiencing the problem of wounded veterans coming back. If you look at some of the stories, and they're worse than ever because these young men and women had to go over not once, not twice, but 3 and 4 times to the same place to get shot up. And then they come home with no legs, and they are helped by us, they are helped by those who are volunteering. And then when you look at what I call adult addictions, drugs, we have become a drug society. We have illegal drugs, and we try to help those people. But now we realize that prescription drugs and legal drugs are causing as much problem as the illegal drugs. We have alcohol. Everyone knows of the problem that alcohol causes and the number of hours that go into helping people who have an addiction to alcohol. Then there's the addiction to all kinds of other things in our community as a result of what we call sexual freedom. And I think you will soon see that we will be working with a new addiction called gambling. It's going to open in the next couple of weeks in Cleveland. In the senior citizens area, we have guardians, and they need help just to help the senior citizens who you can't believe how they're being taken advantage of, and how people study how to get into a senior citizen and get control of their money and their bank accounts. And then on death, we have grief services that many people volunteer their time. Then don't forget what the arts do. We do everything we can as volunteers to help in drama, in music, in dance, in art, in choral, and the fundraising. They're trying to raise $1,600,000 right now in the arts field here in Stark County, Arts in Stark, and it's volunteers who are out working on it. And then I always enjoy this because I help this group. There are animal lovers in our community who volunteer probably more time than anybody else. And one group that I'm going to be with in a couple weeks for their raffle, where they put their heart and soul into everything, collect cats and spay them. Now, I'm not sure why they do that, but they do, and then they turn the cats loose again, and it's okay, they love it. And then, of course, we have all the churches and what the religious organizations in our country. Look at what's going on. Only in America would you have this kind of cooperation to try and help those who need help in our communities. And do you realize, although everything you hear is that our country is being divided along all kinds of lines, It's when we're working together as volunteers to help another person or a good project that we never ask what the other person's political party is or what they believe about anything. We work together the way America was always known to do. And so those of you who have had the wonderful opportunity to build your character through experiencing what is available to you as a leader in Stark County through Leadership Stark County, we say you have had a wonderful opportunity. You in this room, I guess this is a room, doesn't smell like a barn, that's the difference. You are the cream of the crop, but there's others in our community that desperately need your leadership and your help, and I'm happy to tell you they're getting it. Volunteers in America are the envy of the world. Many years ago, Golda Meir, the late Prime Minister of Israel, said, "Don't be humble. You're not that great." Well, I've thought about that a lot, and I've decided when I think about these little ladies making blankets and doing things for other people, people who have very little love, all of a sudden I realize there are a lot of humble people in our community who are truly great. They're great because of what they're doing for other people. Leadership Stark County has been encouraging leadership of this whole group of people that are trying to help others for 25 years. And that's quite an achievement. And I certainly say we honor you for that. But I'm going to pick up something I don't understand from a younger generation. The younger generation would tell Grandpa to, quote, think out of the box. Now, I don't know what the box is. However, I know this. For the next 25 years, and during your lifetime, you are going to see changes that require dedication more than at any time in the history of the United States. Everything that we have mentioned tonight cries out for your leadership, and we are most grateful for what Leadership Stark County has done in the past 25 years to answer that need. So for all Leadership Stark County people in this room, for all you've done in 25 years, thank you from a grateful community, a community who looks forward to your continued leadership and your thinking out of the box in the future.